Hey, what's up, guys? I'm running way past my bedtime. Should have been in bed 2.5 hours ago. But yeah, but my mind's just been racing, really, absolutely racing. I just got back from a 2-day event, which was absolutely incredible. Like the two guys speaking, Nick James, Ryan Pinnock. Really impressed. First time, I've ever seen them or heard them speak, and I was really impressed. The course itself was very content rich, free event, and the amount of value content they gave you was absolutely extraordinary. They had other speakers on there as well, so they did a really good job. But there were a lot of lessons for me, and right now I feel post event you usually feel very motivated, very pumped up, high energy, ready to go. Yeah, Monday I'm gonna take on the world. Just you wait and all this. And right now, I don't feel that, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just there are some realizations in that the event for the last couple of days has brought some demons up for me, really, particularly around wealth psychology, particularly around money. I seem to have some big, deep rooted issues when it comes to kind of money, and my ability to spend it, but also receive it. And I learned a lot the last couple of days, and it's really made me conscious of what I'm doing, and probably for a long time been living in a bit of denial around money. Um, Probably been living in denial, always just passing it off. It'll be right. Yeah, it'll be good. Yeah, don't worry about it. And then there's that kind of realization that, maybe it's not. And maybe it's time I need to start taking some responsibility in that department. So that really came up for me. And do you know what? It kind of makes you feel a bit flat. I suppose I feel a bit numb right now thinking about it. But sometimes when you learn something about yourself, it's not necessarily a good thing. It's not necessarily fun to learn. But the fact that you learn it anyway is important. The best thing you can do is become more aware. And if there's something that maybe you're not very good at, something that's holding you back, and you've been in denial about it, you haven't been taking responsibility for it, as soon as you then become aware of it, that's the moment that you can start changing it. That's the thing. That's the moment when you can start swapping things out. And you know what? I don't fully have the answer. I don't know why my wealth psychology is like it is. But the emotions now that I'm exploring that, and I'm trying to, probably post event when I'm tired, way past my bedtime, probably isn't the best time to start thinking about why am I feeling these emotions? Where has that come from? What does that link to? What is the effector? What is the cause and the effect of that? But it's made me aware. Gagan, how you doing, mate? Man on a mission. Yeah, awesome. Thank you, mate. Thank you for watching as well. Really appreciate that. So yeah, I feel good. I've had 2 days of incredible learning. I've got a lot of simple information that I can now implement. So really good for that. But I feel I've got this like flat feeling. I've got this weird numb feeling because it's the things that have come up for me, the inner things, the inner realizations that have come up for me aren't necessarily a good thing. But the fact that I'm now aware of them massively helps. And it means I can grow. It means I can move forward. Cheers, Gagan. You're awesome. Thank you, mate. So yeah, I've got a lot of work to do. Definitely. And when you get backed up into a corner, when your back's against the wall, that's the time to perform. That's the only time you go all out, because you can't go back any further. The only way from that point is forward. So I'm not going to get myself in some hyped mood. I'm just ready to take action. take serious action. And I have been, you know, I have to commend myself for that. I've been taking massive action, but now it's time to go. Now it's time to go to another level. You can always do better. You can always go one more gear. I always imagine it like the gears of a car. This is how I explain it to people. I imagine it like the gears of a car, the way we operate, and you'll reach a point where you'll be at capacity in whatever gear you're in. You'll be at capacity, and at that point, it's time to change gear and go up another one. So you get more power, more oomph, more go, and that's the stage I'm at now. And it's time to get rid of the shit that I let myself carry around, the stories that I tell myself, the beliefs I tell myself. It's time to get rid of that crap. And yeah, just telling myself stories. And one thing that was really interesting, the guy was talking about the way the ego works, and that we operate from. There were 9 places that we operate from. I'm not good enough, or untrustworthy, insecure, having insecurities, anger, perfectionism, and these are all places that the ego operates out of. And one of the things that came up, he was talking about, it was insecurities and something else. I can't remember what the second word was. Insecurities. Maybe it was like insecurities and unworthiness, I think. Maybe it was that. And basically said, the way to pick up people who are operating out of this space is they'll use language such as "to be honest" and just, to be honest, or just so I'm being honest. And when he said that, I was like, holy shit, I do that a lot. If somebody asks me a question, I'll always go, well, to be honest, or in all honesty. So that was a moment that was a realization where it's like, shit, I've been staying in this place of insecurity and unworthiness, whatever it was. And it wasn't a shock to me. It was more like a confirmation. It was like, at that moment, it was the truth, and it was like, oh that's me. So now I've got some work to do there. You know, get rid of the insecurity, get rid of that unworthiness. I've got nothing to be insecure about. It's old belief, it's old story patterns, it's old rubbish. Life ain't that simple. We're humans, we have emotions, we have conditioning, and it's just about getting rid of those, keeping the ones that serve us, getting rid of the ones that don't serve us. And insecurity is not going to serve me. And if I'm going to coach people, they need me to be secure. I think that's really important. So to be honest, it was an important weekend, and it wasn't one I was expecting. You know, I thought, free event, I'll go and network with some people, meet some like-minded people, but I was kind of just gripped on what they were saying. But I did meet some really good people as well, so I got what I wanted out of the weekend, but then I got more as well. It's just right now, you know, I'm not super pumped, I'm not super hyped. As I said at the beginning, I'm just feel a bit flat. Maybe I'm a bit tired, like I said, past my bedtime. I'm going to enjoy myself and just chill out for a little bit. I never used to get to do that. I'd finish an event, and then the next day I'd be straight into work, and I'd never give my mind any time just to chill out, just relax, just to wind down. So I'm going to give myself that chance tomorrow. And on that note, I need to go to bed. But all the best. Hope you had a good weekend as well. And I'll speak to you soon.